Welcome, everybody. You're watching CrazeTV.com. Thanks for tuning in. I am here right now. I'm pretty excited with the amazing, the legend, the world champion UFC fighter, Mr. Ken Shamrock. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well, man. I just got done giving my testimony, and it feels real good.
Yes, I happen to have the honor and privilege to be inside during this meeting here in Ontario at the Hilton. I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your heart. That was one of the most honest testimonies I've really heard, and it really impacted me personally. I just want to say thank you for that.
God puts it on us to speak out there. It was the first time I've done that, and he walked me right through it. He kept his hand on me, and I was able to give a testimony in which I lived, and I know other people out there are living the same kind of testimony, and they're hurting and trying to find their way, man. I'm telling you, man, believe in God.
Awesome. This is Ken Shamrock. If you're just tuning in, UFC World Champion. You're watching CrazeTV.com on the World Wide Web. And I just had the honor of hearing his testimony here at the Ontario Hilton in Ontario, California. And let me just tell you, this guy, I'm sure he's probably the strongest man, one of the strongest men in the world too, but with one of the softest hearts. This is just such an awesome guy. You're just so down to earth and real. Is it really the youth that's your heart? Is that who's got you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the youth has got to be the people we have to touch, and through the youth, which is kind of the way we got on fire, was through our teenage daughter. So I think that we can touch the youth, and youth can touch the parents, and it's an incredible wave that you can ride if you can get to the youth and get them fired up about Jesus.
Would that be what you would say has been your inspiration that has brought you to this pivot of such great success in your own career? Would be you meeting the Lord at such an early age?
Well, I think that the reason why I'm standing here today was because I accepted Jesus Christ at 10 years old. I didn't always walk in the light of the Lord. I did a lot of things wrong, no question. But because I was saved at 10, I was always feeling guilty, and I needed to get back to the Lord. And he kept testing me and kept saying, you know what, this is wrong. And I felt it. And being saved at 10 years old was the reason why I felt the guilt.
And again, you're watching Craze TV. I'm here with UFC legend, Mr. Ken Shamrock. And you had mentioned in there, I was kind of surprised about myself, you've got 7 kids. I must say, you and your wife look fantastic. How do you keep up the energy to do this? Are you still training on a daily basis?
Yes, I am. I train other people and I train. And, me and my wife, we love our children. We have 2 grandbabies. And you know what? That's our life. The training and stuff is something we do besides that. But raising our kids, we're in a point in our lives now where that is our life.
And it really shows in your reflection and in your testimony. And again, I really appreciate that. Are you seeing anything, maybe the talents being passed down in your sons or daughters?
I don't know. It's still a little young right now. The thing that we want to make sure is that they have a good upbringing and that they have good foundations. And that right there is important. And if they decide to be a fighter or to be a chef or whatever it is they want to do, that they got a foundation of Christ and that they know that no matter what it is they do in life, that God is the end.
That's right. Well, you heard it here on CrazeTV.com. I want to thank you again, Ken Shamrock. The youth, this is a guy you want to look up to. This is an awesome mentor. You don't want to miss him. Ken Shamrock, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your time. Good luck to you in the future. Give the best to your family. Thank you so much.
That, to me, is what weighs on my heart. And what weighs on the hurt that I have is because I had an opportunity to lead a lot of people to God. I turned some of them away from God. Not by putting God down, because I would never turn my back on God, ever. I fear God. I love God. But because of my actions. Because people watch me.